Yo, what's up, everybody? This is Y.C.D. This young Chris David, man. I'm here to talk about some things, that I'm seeing going on in the world today. I'm over here at the Hilton, got a show this weekend, so I'm just getting ready for that, what I mean? But anyways, I've been hearing some things, about this metaverse, what's coming up, and, so what they're trying to do is they want to have people out here go into this metaverse and get away from reality, the real world. And so you could go ahead and buy shoes in the metaverse, you could buy clothes. It's not real though, but you could go ahead and buy it and wear it in the metaverse in virtual reality. And then you come out of it, you don't really got no clothes though like that, no Jordans, but you could buy some Jordans up in the metaverse. You could get billboards for advertising in the metaverse. There's so much business coming up over there. So many other things. You could buy real estate, you could buy land. I think I heard about something like Snoop Dogg was investing in some land in the metaverse, which is fake land. But hey, man, if you want to live in the metaverse, you could go ahead and live in the metaverse and buy you some land instead of some real acres out here in the real world. It's real super trippy. And I also heard today, Joe Biden is going to make cars in 2026 that shut off by themselves. So I don't know what that's all about, but imagine you driving, and all of a sudden, for whatever reason, if they want to, they could just shut down your moving car, from wherever they're at. So that's trippy too. What's coming, real soon. I feel for our generation in this world today. We're going to see some things, I believe in the next, 20 to 30, 50 years, that past generations, like our parents and grandparents have never seen before. So, I just want to keep you guys posted. That's why I'm vlogging right now. I'm letting you know what I see, what's going on these days. And it's trippy though, it's real trippy. And some other things, that I've been hearing about that they're going to do is, just the transition from jobs, that you could tell that's already happening today during the pandemic, where a lot of work is going online, everybody's working from home these days, and nowadays, all the money's going to be digital pretty soon. I have a feeling that at some point that this dollar currency is going to go away, the cash is going to go away, it's going to be a cashless society. And they're going to have, digital currencies, so they can keep track of everything you're spending. And, don't let the government give you money, because if the government gives you money, let me tell you right now, they're going to make sure they know where that money's going, how it's being spent, and everything, Also, you're going to have a lot of things changing, I'm trying to think about everything that I've been, reading and hearing about, and seeing, it's just wild. It's a wild world that we're coming into. You could imagine, if you were born like in the 80s and 90s and early 2000s at the most, all of us, are going to grew up in a different world, because the people that aren't even born yet, and the people that are being born in the 2020s and 2030s, by the time they hit, age of knowing what's going on, they're going to have a totally different world. It's going to be a world where they're just going to put on those goggles, and those virtual reality goggles, and everything's going to be, in the virtual world. They're going to experience relationships in the virtual world. I think it's going to come to a point where people are actually going to start marrying robots someday. Yeah, I know that sounds trippy, but the days of having human relationships, I'm not saying it's coming to an end, but it's going to be evolving into, robotic relationships. Not only are, robotics and automation going to take over a lot of jobs, but, can you imagine, hearing some chick or whatever, or some dude even saying that, I fell in love with this robot and I'm going to go marry this robot, this AI, because it does everything for me like a human's supposed to, like a human does. It's wild, when you come to think about it, it fulfills all my needs like a human does, so, that's where I see things going, and you know, it's gonna be wild. You know, it's really gonna be wild, people. So I'm just gonna keep you posted up to let you know what's going on. And this Y.C.D, young Chris David. Make sure you guys also check out all my music on all platforms. I'm on Spotify. I am on YouTube, of course. Because I'm gonna be posting this on YouTube. You can find all my content and music there. I am on Apple Music, iTunes, Amazon Music, Tidal, Deezer, iHeartRadio, you name it. Whatever platform you can think about. If you want to find real music and music that has a message of truth and wisdom and information, you can find my music there at Young Chris David Y.C.D. That's my brand. That's the brand I'm building. So, these things are happening, guys. And, all this control that they're trying to do in the world today with this administration, I am not for it. I'm not going to tell you to take the but, if you want to, you can. That's your prerogative. But at the same time, I'm going to fight for freedom and let freedom ring. You know what I mean? Real talk. Let freedom ring, because we are all under the Constitution of independence and liberty. And we have the right to pursue the pursuit of happiness and the pursuit of liberty. And, don't let them turn this into a socialist country. Don't let them be fascists. What has happened to every country that has turned to socialism has never worked. Just look at Venezuela, look at Cuba, look at all these countries if you do not believe me where they are right now. I mean, Venezuela used to be one of the richest countries in South America, and now it's one of the poorest countries, unfortunately, because they accepted socialism in their country. But, you have people out there that are fighting for toilet paper, you know what I mean, that will do anything to get, just whatever they can to, make life better. Understandably, they try to have to, they're going to have to, but, because socialism is not working in that country, and it never has worked. I know capitalism is not a perfect thing, but everything has its flaws, has its pros and its cons, but capitalism is so far the best that people have thought of, and it's the best. It's the best we got so far. If anybody could think of something better, they should bring it to the world. But right now, capitalism is. I don't know anything else that can be capitalism. I know capitalism has its problems with greed and all this, but making everything the same, it's not ever going to work, because God didn't design this world to be everything the same. He made male and female. We all have our differences. He made everybody with a different role and a different job in this world. You can't have everybody be a plumber, because we need plumbers as well, but we also need architects. We need artists. We need people working at grocery stores. Stocking our foods. We need farmers. We need nurses. We need doctors. We need all these kind of things to make society work. So if you try to make everything the same, where everybody just, imagine a world where everybody was a plumber. The toilets would get fixed, but the trash wouldn't get taken out by the trash men out here that are coming around every week, to pick up your garbage, your trash, that you leave outside of your house, So everything has a purpose, everything has a design, and everybody has a role to play in life in this world. So there's no way you can make everything the same. That's just an unrealistic way to think, and that's what socialism preaches. Because the sun and the moon are not the same. The sun gives off warmth and light during the day, and the moon glows at night. So that's how it is. These are some of my thoughts, that I see going on today. This is what I see, and man, we gotta, those out there who are truthful and honest and want to keep working in a society where they have the choice to choose what they want to choose for their own selves. Fight for freedom, fight for liberty, because I feel like these days, we're at war, guys. They're out here trying to, just control us and have us all, caught up in this mess, that I see. You know, but you know, there's going to be some great things about what's coming in the future too. It's not all bad. Nothing's ever all bad. Nothing's ever all good. You know, there's also going to be innovation. There's going to be a lot of great inventions coming up, but you know, creativity work is going to keep progressing and keep elevating, keep on, escalating. You know, keep going up. You know, we gotta come up. You know, how we come up these days. You know, and, you know, so this is what I see, guys. I'll find out. I'll keep you posting more as I go along. You know, the more I find out, the more I'll tell you. Because I'm here to preach the truth, preach honesty to you, and just be 100 with you. You know, be real. You know, and yeah, you know, it's wild, though, man. It's wild. You know, the days of how we used to be are over, man. We're going into a brave new world. You know, it's going to be a whole new world, guys. And we have to get ready and be ready to adapt and be ready to evolve. You know, and all these things, how they want to have abortion and things like that. You know, I'm not going to speak on that too much, but I know one thing: you're going to stunt the population. And I think we're coming up on about 9 billion, 8 billion, 9 billion people in the world. I think this is the most people that we'll ever see in the world today. You know, and it's definitely the most people that we've had in history. You know, because I think we're going to plateau at some point, and there's going to be a population drop because, unfortunately, you know, if you don't have, people making families anymore because, everybody, wants to go, have same-sex marriages or abortions, then there's not going to be many families being made. You know, families are made between a male and a female, and that's the only way people can be made, of course, as you all well know. So yeah, it's wild, y'all. It's wild, but hey, that's the way it is. That's the way they want to make it these days, and we just gotta stay ready to fight, because watch out. They start controlling the weather. They start doing martial law. Your credit card stop working and your debit card stop working, God, man, it's time to move to the country, man, because they're going to come for the cities first. America used to be great, and I pray that we keep it great, The way things are going, all this martial law, all these lockdowns are going to come, I think, unfortunately, in the near future, because of the environment and sea levels rising and things like that. They're going to pose these things on people. And, God forbid the electrical grid goes out. What do people do then? So we gotta stay awakened, guys. We gotta come up. All right. So that's all I want to say for right now. This is Y.C.D. Young Chris Davis signing out. Peace.